I vividly remember the first time I got a toy with an ex-boyfriend, maybe when I was 20, 21, and I felt really insecure about it. I very quickly began to feel like I was being replaced. And that is quite a common feeling for men. It's easy for us to see toys as the enemy, rather than an ally. The use of toys makes it better for everyone involved, even if you're just doing it by yourself. And as cis men, we become very accustomed to just using what we have available, which, let's be honest, is just surface level pleasure. This is a very basic diagram of the penis, and there are multiple erogenous zones that we tend to neglect. The glans, or head of the penis. The corona, which is the ridge that goes from the head down onto the shaft. The frenulum, which is a V-shaped and highly sensitive region on the underside of the penis between the head and the shaft, sometimes referred to as the male G-spot, or the outside one anyway. And the shaft itself, which is sensitive to tightness and to movement. But our hands are fairly limited as to the sensations they can provide, especially when we're on our own. And that's why many people tend to have a preference for intercourse or for oral sex. But even then, last time I checked, neither of those options provide vibration. And that is why I'm delighted to introduce you to the Lelo F2S stroker. Now, the F2S does imply that it's the newer edition, and it just so happens that I have both. I'm going to start by telling you about this one. This is the Lelo F1S version 3. I was actually on a panel talk about male pleasure with Lelo for the launch of this at the time, and I thought that this was the best massager out there. This stroker vibrates, has a total of 7 different pleasure settings if you connect it to the app, but I had some issues with it. The F1S has ribbed silicone inside to increase sensations, but it also claimed to prevent air pockets. That didn't happen. Now, this is the extra large version, but that doesn't increase the girth, it only increases the length. Now, I am not hung by any means, but I am quite girthy, which meant that even with the ribbed silicone, it was still creating air pockets. Now, some people like the fact it creates air pockets as it can mimic a sucking sensation. But for me, bluntly, I just found it annoying. It meant that it became very loud and just difficult to move. Don't get me wrong, it still feels really good. And it may just be down to personal preference. But when air pockets occur in a stroker, I get more annoyed than anything else. And that is where the F2S comes in. See if you can notice a key difference here. The F2S is open-ended. Being open-ended means not only can it accommodate any size, but it eliminates air pockets entirely. I love it when brands listen to feedback. With there being no air pockets, not only does that make it more comfortable, but it massively reduces resistance. So for me personally, the F2S is much smoother to use. Oh, and it feels so good. Unlike most of the newer editions of Lelo's toys, it can be app controlled. But if you don't want to use the app, then you do still have the buttons on the side to use it manually. If you use it manually, you have 8 different modes to cycle through. And then you can use the plus or the minus buttons to change the intensity. However, there are 4 additional modes exclusive to the app. And I have to say, connecting this toy to the app, I thought I was about to be operating a spaceship. Let's just connect. That is the lowest gear, by the way. Not only do the graphics just look very high tech, the F2S has dual motors, one at the top and one at the bottom. And with the app, you can fully tailor each motor. So going back to the anatomy, you can be stimulating some of these upper regions as well as the shaft simultaneously. So if, for example, you have an extra sensitive frenulum, you can just ramp one of these motors up to full and let it work its magic. So if I wanted, I can have the bottom motor completely off and ramp the top motor all the way up to 8. That is crazy. And again, like most Lelo toys, it is fully waterproof, and in the app, it has how much battery is left. So it's not gonna be suddenly running out when you're just about to finish. And I'm not done, it still gets better. The F2S has an AI interactive mode. Don't run away, I hate AI as much as you do, but more the pointless generative AI that's showing you reality TV shows of fruits. That's the AI we don't like. The Lelo F2S has motion sensors inside that will detect your overall speed and use, will transmit that data to the app to adjust the pleasure intensity settings accordingly. So if you wanted, you don't even have to push any buttons. It is literally working with you. And having used it, oh my god. Oh, and then the gears are going up as well, oh my god. This is only 4th gear, oh my god, I'm worn out. We're gonna turn you off. I'm literally working up a sweat and I'm not even actually using it. Jesus Christ. And again, it's not replacing anyone. It's doing a job that humans literally cannot do. My mouth can't vibrate, nor can my butt. This can. So whether you're using it on your own or with a partner, it's only gonna make it better. There are 2 other features I want to bring to your attention that are exclusive to the Lelo app accompanying the F2S. The first one is stamina training, or what adult entertainment likes to call edging. The F2S has a stamina training mode. And if you don't know what stamina training or edging is, it's when you get yourself right to the brink of being able to finish and you stop. And people do this for multiple reasons. For a lot of people, it just feels good. But one of the primary benefits is that it can make you last longer, as well as giving you greater control over when you finish. And the F2S can help you do that. Once it's connected to the app, you simply go to training and then to stamina training. Once you start the training, you then have full control over the intensity, just to help you get close to finishing. It also tells you the duration you've been training for. When you're getting close, you click pause. The toy stops. And that's when you sit with with it, take some deep breaths, slow your breathing, and that helps to stop you finishing. Once the feeling is subsided, you click continue. And you can do that as many times as you like until you finish, or until you let yourself finish. Once you finish, you click stop and you can save it. And it saves how long that session was. What that then means is you can look back over your progress and see that over time, you're gradually getting better at controlling it. And honestly, I think that's genius. The other one that doesn't actually require the F2S is its Kegel exercises. Now, most people hear Kegels being recommended for women after childbirth to help them reclaim control of their pelvic floor. Well, cis men also have a pelvic floor, and strengthening it is only a good thing. It can give you stronger erections, it can make you last longer, it can give you stronger orgasms, and for anyone who enjoys butt play, it can help you tighten. Kegel exercises also strengthen the external sphincter, helping you build up that gorilla grip. So not only is the F2S an incredible toy, by far my favorite stroker in the game, but it also includes things that are not only beneficial to your sex life, but to your health. I think of the two, it's fairly obvious which one I would go for, but again, it can still come down to personal preference. Like I said, I had a lot of air pockets in this, and some people might prefer the fact it provides more of a sucking sensation. Both of them are app controlled, and both have an AI mode. But for me, personally, no brainer. F2S. And if paired with both the guided Kegel exercises and the stamina trainer, you could be enjoying these incredible sensations for even longer. And in case you're wondering, yes, my discount is still active. You can use code MAX20 for 20% off your purchase on the Lelo website. And the discount is stackable, so if there's an existing sale going on, you're getting another 20% off. And I've put a link to this incredible stroker in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment any feedback or suggestions. You can also check out our Substack link below where we post regular free articles on sex ed, queer discourse, our clinic column, which is like an agony aunt for gay sex, and even some literotica for our paid subscribers. And I will see you next time, where we'll talk more about having better, safer queer sex.